website.
All right, let's see, can we still hear the recording? Yep. Okay.
So, the website. There you see Green Lane Live. Good to go.
So then,
And like I said, if for some reason you go up and listen to this and you want to make it louder, you know, that you don't think it's loud enough, then you use this on.
okay.
There's this guy.
Okay. All right, so you want me to go up and listen for a while, and then are you going to try to pause it or mute it, and then?
Yeah, I can do that. I'll read for a little bit, and then
Okay.
I'll chime in every once in a while. I'll tell you the time, just so you know.
All right, so I'll listen to it
Just
for.
so you know it's live.
Yeah. So listen to it for like 5 minutes or so?
Yeah. And then
Okay.
I'll
Well, it'll take me a few minutes to get it opened up and all that. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to start reading. It is 10:03. Director's note. Probably noticed that things look a little different around here. Following our rebrand in October, we set to work updating the look and feel of Headwaters. We published our inaugural issue of the magazine in 2003 and hadn't changed our masthead since. We now hold our 44th issue in your hands. Kudos to our graphic designer, Chas Chamberlain, for his outstanding work. Over the past 15 years, we've covered everything from energy to land use to agricultural to recreation to ecosystems, services, and endangered species. We published river basin-specific issues and issues dedicated to the work of the State Engineer's Office, the Colorado Water Conservation Board, and the Basin Roundtables, and we built a dedicated readership who values our coverage. Now we're working hard to grow that readership and to make sure our audience recognizes the relevance of our water reporting. They say you can't judge a book by its cover, but I think the cover tends to help. People sometimes need convincing that the product or service you pro-offer is worth their time and money. Taking a phone call here. I know from who. Help by Technologies, that's Doug. Aye. PAP test, yes. It was just called a new document, dot text. New document, new text document. Say something. Something. Okay. Yeah, it's about 8 seconds delay in that. So. Okay, I'll start reading. But. Okay, I'm going to start reading again, and it is 10:06. Director's note. You probably noticed that things look a little different around here. Following our rebrand in October, we set to work updating the look and feel of Headwaters. We published our inaugural issue of the magazine in 2003 and hadn't changed our masthead since. You now hold our 44th issue in your hands. Kudos to our graphic designer, Chaz Chamberlain, for his outstanding work. Over the past 15 years, we've covered everything from energy to land use to agriculture to recreation to ecosystem services and endangered species. We publish river basin specific issues and issues dedicated to the work of the State Engineer's Office, Colorado Water Conservation Board, the Basin Roundtables, and we built a dedicated readership who values our coverage. Now we're working hard to grow that relationship and to make sure our audience recognizes the relevancy of the water reporting. They say you can't judge a book by its cover, but I think the cover tends to help. People sometimes need convincing that the product or service you pro-offer is worth their time and money. And so we've repackaged and we believe it is an excellent product to ensure people, especially those new to us, to see it that way. It is now 10:08. And I am going to walk over to the computer and I am going to pause the OBS, or actually I'm going to mute OBS. Approach to balancing and feeding, and I just put on the headphones and I am hearing the audio to the Sonicleer, so that's good. So I'm going to turn it back on. Okay, I now unmuted the OBS studio, so I will go back to reading again. It is now 10:09. We've also added a tagline to the magazine, Colorado's most pressing water issues, explained, weighted, animated, elevated. This sums our approach to providing balanced and compelling coverage in Headwaters. Headwaters redesign isn't the only thing we've been brewing. We're building a new website to introduce people to the digital space, to our mission, publications, and programming. Our new site will catch up with the modern era and will become a tool providing additional water news coverage online. We'll aim to fill gaps in water reporting coming from other news outlets around the state. and we'll be adding another journalist to our team to help accomplish this. I couldn't be more excited about our path. Not only will these steps help us increase our reach, but they will help us better achieve our mission. According to the American Press Institute, the purpose of journalism is to provide citizens with the information they need to make the best possible decisions about their lives, their communities, their societies, and their governments. Water Education Colorado exists to do just that for matters related to most precious natural resources. Thank you for reading and for all of your support on this journey. Something Poppleton, Executive Director. It is now 10:11. I'll find something else to read. Something that's really exciting. From the editor. In late January, Colorado welcomed thousands of people to the Colorado Convention Center for the Denver's first outdoor retail snow show. Snow show. That's a tough one. The show wasn't all about sales, gadgets, and gear. It was also about public lands. The Outdoor Industries Association selected Denver for the 2018 show because of the Colorado's commitment to public lands and elevated that point throughout the convention with talks for political leaders, conservationists, and water leaders. It is now 10:12. For the past 22 years, the show has been held in Salt Lake City, but earlier 2017, organizers announced that it would be leaving Utah after clashes between the outdoor industry and Utah Governor Gary Herbert over the state's push to reduce the size of Deer's National Monument. Colorado, with its public lands victories, included legislating the designation of the Colorado Public Lands Day holiday, won the show. Okay, just got a message. I'm going to try and mute it again. So I am now going to mute the OBS studio for a pause, and I'm going to do it right now. Okay, so it is muted. I did check the monitor for SoundClear, and I do hear myself talking. So that still should be working, which I think is good, because I was worried that that might cause problems. So it does not seem to do that. So okay, so we should be back live again. I muted it for about, say, maybe 15 seconds. So you should have heard some dead air. I told you when I was going to mute it. Okay, so telling me I need to bring up the volume. That's probably my voice because I'm congested and I can't talk very well with congested head, but I will try and raise. Okay, so I went from minus 20 dB to minus 15 dB. So it should be a little bit louder. So I'm hoping I'll try and read about the same level I was before. And so those lands were set aside as public banks of natural resources and are valued for multiple uses. Okay, so when muted, you can still hear Holy. Okay. I pulled the, oh, actually that doesn't work because now it's coming through the computer, so I can't do that. I will try and mute it again and we'll keep talking, I guess. I'm going to move the earphones further away. Actually, I want to move the earphones. I don't know if you're hearing the earphones. Okay, so I'm going to try and mute the OBS Studio again. So I will go ahead and I'm going to mute it right now. Okay, so you are muted at this point in time, so I'm sure you can't hear me, so there's no sense in me reading anything. Or maybe you can hear me, because you said you're hearing me faintly before. I will talk for a little bit, and then I will unmute it again. So those lands were set aside as public banks of natural resources and are valued for the multiple uses. In addition to mining, drilling, grazing, timbering, okay, I just unmuted it again. I'm going to turn it down to this level. I'm at minus 25 for OBS. And let's check it again, make sure I unmuted you. Yes, you are unmuted. Okay, so I'm going to read again. You're unmuted, and I moved the volume to the other way, so it probably will be a little fainter, but let's see. Those lands were set aside as public banks of natural resources that are valued for multiple uses. In addition to mining, drilling, grazing, timbering, water supply infrastructure, public lands offer irreplaceable ecosystem services such as water protection and are also important for recreation and tourism. All of these uses boost the economy. Colorado runs on water, which runs off its public lands. In Colorado, individuals along with agencies, local governments, businesses, and nonprofits recognize those values are not to be ignored. Together, they are working on how to best to protect and restore our public lands and the water it uses. All right, it is 10:18, and I'm going to mute OBS again. So, I'm now going to mute it now. Okay, so I just, I'm at minus 20 dB now, or no, maybe it's minus 15 dB. Let me check that again. I'm sorry, it's minus 25 dB, and you're muted at this point in time. So I guess I should find out if you can still faintly hear me. In Colorado, individuals along the agencies, local governments, businesses, and nonprofits recognize those values are not to be ignored. Together, they are working on how best to protect and restore our public lands and water uses that depend upon them. Throughout this issue, we explore their stories of collaboration as well as some of the management challenges that stem from climate change, overuse, and demands from varied stakeholders. As Governor Hickenlooper said during a workshop just before the outdoor retailer.
So when you mute it, I can still faintly hear your voice, and if I turn the volume up, I can hear you. If I crank the volume way up,
Okay, Denise, if you're still up there, I unmuted them because I wanted to have you listen to this first, with both of them unmuted, and then I'll tell you when I'm going to mute. So I'm going to read for a little bit, and then I'm going to mute both of them. So here it goes. Water Festival Coordinators Gathering. Water Festival season is coming up. With more than a dozen festivals scheduled in all reaches of the state, we brought festival coordinators together in February to learn from each other. It was a huge success. What participants are saying about the workshop. Okay, so I read a little bit with them, both of them in normal mode or unmuted. Now I'm going to mute the mic. Just did it. Now I'm going to mute the audio input capture. Just did it. Okay, so I'm going to read again a little bit with both of them muted, and here it goes. Water Festival Coordinators Gathering. Water Festival season is coming up. With more than a dozen festivals scheduled in all reaches of the state, we brought festival coordinators together in February to learn from each other. It was a huge success. What participants are saying about the workshop. Okay, so I read that paragraph again, and they're both muted. Okay, so I muted them and read that same paragraph just a little while ago. So I unmuted them, and I will read that paragraph again. Water Festival Coordinators Gathering. Water Festival season is coming up. With more than a dozen festivals scheduled in all reaches of the state, we brought festival coordinators together in February to learn from each other. It was a huge success. What participants are saying about the workshop. Okay, I read that paragraph again, both unmuted. I'm going to mute them both again and also turn off or pause the other recording, or the Sonicleer. So, mute 1, mute 2, and both OBS. So I just turned them both back on. I unpaused Sonicleer and just turned the two mutes to unmute, and I will read that paragraph again. Water Festival's Coordinators Gathering. Water Festival season is coming up. With more than a dozen festivals scheduled in all reaches of the state, we brought festival coordinators together in February to learn from each other. It was a huge success. What participants are saying about the workshop. Loved it. I got much more out of it than I expected to. And I have already sought out new presenters based on what others are doing. I was wowed. Wow. Okay. So,
when you mute both of them, still hear, it's even more faint, but I can still, if I crank the volume all the way, I can still hear you a little bit. So,
then I turned the, so I didn't, when I started talking, I had unmuted them, so you could hear me.
Yes.
This is the way. And then I went to mute them both. I read that paragraph. And then the third time, I shut them off and did the pause on the Sonicleer.
oh. Maybe I didn't hear that.
Okay.
Right.
That's when I it this time, but no, I'll just read. It looks to me like we're working. Yeah. So, as far as faintness, when we started, we were on minus 20. Then I went to minus 15. I told you that.
Yeah.
Then I went back down to 25 when you said you could hear me. So I don't know. I left it. I came back stuck it somewhere between 20 and minus 15.
Okay.
But you can change that on the fly too. If you go to talk to people upstairs who are listening to it, and they go, I got a hear it.
then which way do I need to go?
Yeah, well, you can tell it's, it's getting up to here where it's overriding again in the red.
Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't like it when it gets up in the red.
Oh,
So,
all right.
that's going to be hard to monitor because you're going to have people who talk softly and people who talk loudly. And,
yeah.
so I don't know.
So you want to keep it in the green or maybe yellow, a little bit yellow.
I think you
okay.
want. Yeah, I think you want to keep it so it's. You just don't want to get up to the red.
Yeah. Okay.
And remember, this was the background noise. This is we determined. So this picks up the voices. This was more of the background noise. So if there becomes too much background noise in here, you can play with this one. I think. You move it if you want less background noise. I think you move it down and then up if you need to.
Okay. So I
think we want to start another one now.
what is desktop audio?
I don't know. I think it's part of the laptop. I'm not sure. The audio input capture is what we're using. So I think this is just we want to use the mic that's in here or something. I don't know.
Okay. So, all right. So we're gonna pause for executive session, pause for breaks, pause for lunch. So essentially, we'll end up with one file at the end of the day. On
Well, is that what you want to do? Do you want to? I mean, we can do that. I mean, that would be easiest at this point. Or we stop the recording
yeah.
and create a new one for the afternoon session. And that's what we're going to test here.
I'd rather
But then
not
it's-
mess with it,
But then it's going to switch. It's going to switch. Because then
Right.
that one will then be created as a single file that you can listen to the first, and anybody can do that. Then they can go listen to it. It'll start at the beginning,
right,
and then listen to all the way till you stop it,
right.
and then it'll create a new link for the live afternoon session.
If I stop, yeah.
Yeah, if you stop it.
So, I wouldn't mind keeping it all in one file. Of course, I need to ask Andy, because it's got to be how Andy wants it.
Yeah. You are recording it.
I need to ask Andy whether he wants one file for the entire. Well, I've got so then let me think this through a little bit. On that thought, what do we do for day 2? I'm going to have to start a new stream. I can't leave this paused all night.
No. I think you start the stream.
I'll start a new file the next day. So we'll have day 1, day 2. So in that respect, better for me to not have to mess with it all day. Just pause it and pause it. And unmute it, whatever. But I need to be able to figure out how to put those timestamps on our website saying meeting is paused for executive session, or meeting is muted for executive session. Meetings in executive session, no audio available. Meeting is paused for lunch. So that if somebody goes on there, they're not thinking, why do I have all this dead air when it's not telling me what's going on, We need to figure out how to get that logo to appear on the website, on people's monitors, our logo, and then for me to be able to put some timestamps in there. Enter data on the fly, you know what I'm saying? Like pause for executive session,
Well,
now back in session, whatever. They have that logo appear instead of it just being a black screen.
Yeah, but that's, yeah. I guess we could figure that out too. I guess you could put that in the logo. If you can get the logo to show up, I guess you can put logo, that logo say, you know, in executive session.
Yeah, but I'm gonna want it to start out in the morning saying, their
Well, that's
quarterly
like-
board meeting with the date.
Change the logo, you know. Just put your logo in there for, to tell people what's going on. Or you can, I think you can just type in what we, you know, you can type that in on the fly, I'm pretty sure. You know, where it says on there.
On YouTube?
Go check it out. So, YouTube.
And,
Live right now. So, go live. Yeah, here. So, you can say,
add description here.
I couldn't find any place where that showed up, but you can change this, and I think it changes it.
I just got a black screen and
Yeah, that's all you're gonna get. But I'm just saying, well, you'll get the black screen up here just like this, but you're also gonna get the name on the bottom. So I guess what I'm saying is you can change that. Let's see if it changes on the fly.
Okay. So let's see.
I probably want to keep it the same board meeting, but
Oh, yeah.
you know, I mean, you know, it's just,
This is just a test.
yeah, I mean, just change it to board meeting, and like you change it, and then at the append it at the end and saying you're now in executive, they're in muted executive session.
Okay.
So, and you still have the website up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I go look and see if I can see that?
Yeah, so now I'll see if you can see that.
Okay.
And I'll keep reading, make sure we're still live.
Okay.
Actually, I'll keep reading and I'll mute everything
To test it.
to test it.
Okay.
Okay, it is 11:40. In 2011, a contract dispute over water rights between the U.S. Forest Service, USFS, and the ski industry morphed into a lawsuit. A 2016 resolution allowed ski areas to retain their water rights, but tensions remain between state water rights and federal land management laws. Colorado water users, some mistrustful of federal agencies, worried that it could happen again. So after years of drafting and negotiating legislation, Colorado legislators passed the Colorado Water Rights Protection Act in 2016, designed to prevent the state water right holders on federal land from having their water rights tied to federal water claims. All right, so read the paragraph, and I will go ahead and mute everything. So here goes. Muting the 3 OBS softwares. 1, 2, So I muted 1, 2, 3. Unmuted all 3 of the OBS. So I should be back live again. And Denise, you need to check to make sure that your change showed up on the website. But in 2011, a contract dispute over water rights between the U.S. Forest Service, USFS, and the ski industry morphed into a lawsuit. A 2016 resolution allowed ski areas to retain their water rights, but tensions remained between state water rights and federal land management laws. Okay, there's your test. Technologies is Doug. Yeah. Oh well, you're gonna have to send an email because you're only doing this to. I mean, we're not doing anything on the website, right? Yeah, so you're going to have to, one of your jobs is going to be to email that link. No, well, that's unlisted. See, that's why they don't know it's there. No, you're going to send an email. Once you get this all going, and well, actually, you probably do it before we get it all going. And just all you do is take that link that we copied, and you just take that up to your computer, and you paste it into your email thing because you're going to send it to everybody in the office, all staff, right? And you're going to go, this is the live meeting today. If you want to listen to it, click on it. And that'll bring up what you got up. I mean, that's all you did. You go and just paste, just copy what's in your address field. And then if you want to send it to somebody, go ahead and send it to somebody that's there, and then they can listen to it. Okay, so you do see now it changed on the fly then. I mean, you went up there and all of a sudden looked down there and it said the meeting now is an executive session. Okay, yeah, so that's good. So then yeah, you need to type in there, you know, and you might want to put in, you know, I would leave the board meeting at, you know, 7:15
2018, and just append to that, say, we're now in executive muted session. I don't know that yet. Yeah, I think, but we're not going to know this until we probably finish it up. So once we finish it up, then what I think we need to do then is go into the file and, have somebody transcribe it from YouTube, and see what, see if it's a big pain or what, if the quality is good enough that they can transcribe from, and we can use that file, figure out how to download it onto YouTube, for your records. And so they don't have to, keep an archive of it. You keep the archive. But I think that's all testing we need to do once the thing is over. Because we're not really live, right? We're kind of testing live to see what other problems we're going to run into down the road. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's how I see that now. Now, when we go live, my thought is we can probably set that up. And I don't know, maybe even where it says scheduled live stream. Maybe we set up a day or a week ahead of time, and schedule it the time that it's going to start, and hopefully we can edit that if we start a little bit early, when they say we have to start now, we can start. But at least you get the link given to you, and then you can send that to Trent. And then Trent can create the link and, put whatever he wants to put on there. Now there's going to be a problem. Say in your executive session. But I think if somebody clicks on it, you are in an executive session, it should say it on there. And hopefully they'll say, okay, well, they're not recording, I'll come back later. And so then they come back later, they click on it here, the meeting's in progress. I mean, that's kind of how I see it, and then, like you say, and then we'll set up for day 2, we'll just set up another one, and hopefully we can do that, ahead of time. But I think that's what we'll test. For the next go-around, we'll test all that so we can get on the website. But I think that's all we need to do is get that to Trent and paste it up there and, calls it something with the link of YouTube's link. And people want to listen and click on it. And that says you're in executive session, you shouldn't hear anything. And now, like I say, actually, I'm going to do that right now. As you're up there, I'm going to change this back, and I'll put in something else. I want to see if it does it on the fly. Yes, it will be. Well, we don't have to be. I mean, if you just want people, I mean, public is more any Tom, Dick, and Harry can find you and listen to what you're saying. I don't know if that's what you want, or an unlisted link is basically you have the link in your hands. You distribute it to whoever you want. So I don't know. I'm thinking that you don't want every Tom, Dick, and Harry to listen to this. You just want people on your website to be able to, right? Or am I not thinking correctly? I mean, I don't know, but Yeah, that would be my assumption too, is you don't really want, every Tom, Dick, and Harry to be able to see it, but maybe you do, I don't know. That's totally, yeah. Okay, so now I just save the changes to afternoon session. Okay, so that's good. Yeah, that's good that it's easy to do that on the fly. So yeah, I guess for now, let's just pause it, and you should have then you'll have 2 files. What, Tuesday and Wednesday's file, right? And as far as saving, this stuff, I said that's something we're going to have to figure out. Where does it put it? How do you get it? When you download it? Because that's probably going to be a pretty big file. No, that's not. I don't know. I don't know how much. 8 hours of it is. I don't know. It's hard to say. And we probably should read up on this ODS a little bit and find out, is there a way to, because you put in your own markers, right, in Sonicleer? Yeah, and that's mainly for transcribing? Correct, yeah. So I don't know if we're gonna, we may end up doing both. I don't know, because maybe the markers aren't very good. I turned on markers, but I don't know what that does. But maybe in OBS there's a way to, put in your manual markers too. I don't know. Yeah, okay, we'll make it out and we'll wrap it up so we can stop it all.
you go ahead and pause. You go ahead and pause it, so you know how to do that.
We'll go back to OBS. Not mute, but you want to mute?
Yep.